Today on Chimere's podcast show, we have an interview with an upcoming author from Baltimore, Mack Depaul. So let's check out his first novel, The Plus Size Chronicles. Let's get started.
So, welcome back to Chimere's podcast. Hey, everybody. Hey. So, today we had Mack Depaul. He's an up-and-coming author from Baltimore whose first book, The Plus Size Chronicles, that tells the story of a talented plus-size designer navigating the demanding world of high-fashion company that prioritizes a slimmer body type. It's a captivating exploration of beauty standards, self-acceptance, a touch of comedy, and achieving success in a challenging industry. So, hi, Matt. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm glad to be on your podcast.
Well, thanks for joining me. So, before we get to your first book, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I started my journey as a screenwriter and then later ventured into literary fiction, which captured my imaginations and ideas. I'm all about artistry. That's who I am.
Okay. Did you experience with screenwriting to influence your approach to writing literature fiction in any way?
In a big way, screenwriting emphasizes the visual aspect of storytelling. While I can literally show scenes in the novel, I find myself using richer descriptions to create vivid visions in my reader's mind of who my characters are.
So I've learned something new about differences between both arts of writing. Why did you write this book?
Well, romantic comedy always been an interesting place for me. But as I looked at the genres, I noticed a gap. Where was the stories with strong, beautiful, curvaceous women in romantic leads and roles? They deserve to be in the front line and not neglected and placed back on the sidelines. And that's what sparked my idea for the plus size novel. Before life kind of threw me a curveball, literally, I felt for two amazing women who didn't fit the typical model figure on a magazine cover. Literally, I admit to myself, I had some preconceived notion about beauty. Social media sometimes give us narrow definition of what true beauty is. And I wasn't immune from it. It made me realize how narrow society's definition of beauty can be. These experiences inspired me to write a book that celebrates the diversity of beauty and its challenges of all those outdated standards. Times are changing, and I want to be a part of that positive change.
Absolutely. It's refreshing to see an author tackling this issue head on. I know so many readers who crave stories that celebrate diversity. What kind of audience are you hoping to connect with through the Plus Size Chronicles?
Yes, that's a good question. You know, even as a man, I struggle with the body image expectations at times. This book is an accumulation of my personal experience. Yes, skinny shaming does exist too. I was bullied, teased for being skinny during my youth. Also got teased for having a dark complexion at one time of my life. Slim and fat people shame each other without even realizing it. Some people get teased for being too dark, too many freckles, too pale, not big enough, not skinny enough, and the list goes on. This toxic culture of body shaming breeds a society of bullying, where individuals are targeted for their physical appearance. And that constant criticism and ridicule can lead to a devastating consequences, including low self-esteem, anxiety, depression, and even suicide. Bullying comes in all forms, verbal, physical, cyber. It becomes a weapon for those who seek to control and try to dominate others. My plus size character in the book, Grace, doesn't shy away from bullies. She uses her humor and comedy to turn the tables and leave those haters speechless with laughter.
Make a valid point there. So, what were you feeling in the moment that you were writing the Plus Size Chronicles?
It brought back funny memories of past relationships and friends with ex-girlfriends who left impressions on my life. The plus size women that I was involved with were both beautiful, very intelligent. They had different personalities, different backgrounds, and goals in their life. One worked in a big corporate office and started her own holistic healthcare business. She explained to me clients would fat shame her
How would they fat shame her?
because she was the opposite of what they thought a person should look like promoting a healthcare business. Being slim doesn't mean you're healthy. She changed my poor eating habits to a more healthy plant-based diet when we dated.
So here I have the book, right? And 5 years ago, did you yourself see where you now are with the Plus Size Chronicles being a published book on Amazon, Kindle, Barnes and Nobles, and other outlets?
Well, not really. 5 years ago, it was collecting dust on a USB flash drive. It was originally written in script format at the time. It almost opt for a movie, but the producers had to pass on it for creative differences. So it remained on my shelf until I got an experienced author slash screenwriter to re-examine it. So to make a long story short, here we are now with my first novel.
Wow. So you mentioned your protagonist being a curvy woman who navigates the fashion world. Can you tell us more about her personality and the challenges she faces?
Well, Jasmine Bell is a fashion designer who struggles to make things happen in the fashion industry. She faces stereotype, deceptions, ridicule, lies, and deceit, and even jealousy. But she gets her encouragement and support from her friends to make her dreams come true. Life sends her through some interesting turns and twists. She begins to overcome her obstacles one by one, and she soon finds fame, love, and fortune.
Fashion world sounds like a fascinating backdrop. Is the Plus Size Chronicles a lighthearted romance comedy, or does it tackle some heavier themes as well?
Yes, it does. The ups and downs in relationships that everybody goes through in life. For example, Lorenzo, one of the characters in my novel, who kept defying Cupid's arrow. He didn't realize that Jezebel was the other woman, and she was a better match for him than his present girlfriend. It shows that Cupid can make mistakes, and he's only a subcontractor for genuine love. And sometimes we humans will never understand him. If life hands you lemons, turn them into lemonade. It works. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow, small, slow, anything else. Please refrain from judging a book by its cover because appearances can be deceiving.
Your previous response was about making lemonades, and one of my favorite parts in what I've read so far, when Jezebel is getting ready for this date, she's like, "Whoa, could you wait here for 1 minute? Gotta go powder up. You know it's a girl thing." Jezebel said to Sam as she stepped back and slammed the front door in his face, using the moment of solitude to gather her thoughts. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This big lip, dragon breath, chip tooth gorilla from the Outer Limits lied about the way he looked. I should slam the door in his face again and keep my big butt home, she muttered to herself, her mind racing with doubt. She reached into her brown leather crossbody purse and pulled out a lemon.
If life gives you lemons, make lemonade. It was a proverbial saying
held close to her heart, and she generously shared it with anyone looking for encouragement and optimism when dealing with challenges or setbacks or just bad luck. The actual lemon tucked back inside of her purse, which she swapped out every week, was merely symbolic. However, Jezebel also couldn't ignore the flutter of excitement that still lingered. Taking a deep breath, she opened the door once again. Her resolve strengthened. What the hell? I need to get out the house anyway, she thought, determined to give this date a chance. So it's funny that you mentioned about the lemons and making lemons out of lemonade, making lemonade out of lemons.
It's funny you said that. There might be a graphic novels in the works.
Can't wait.
Me too.
Well, thank you, Matt, for sharing your passion project with us today. I'm sure readers will be captivated by the Plus Size Chronicles.
And thanks for having me. Be sure to check out the Plus Size Chronicles. Get your copy now. It's now on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, and Kobo. Check it out.
Women think men don't listen. Well, this novel might prove them wrong.